Well, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
One thing that stood out to me in the press conference, you said UE is a sleeping giant. Elaborate on that if you don't mind. Why do you think that the ACES athletic program is a sleeping giant?
Yeah, I just feel like it has everything lined up with the community, with the tradition of success, with the people that are willing to help us grow. I think it has everything needed to be able to take that step and start to make some noise in all different types of areas. So when I say sleeping giant, you see it every year in the NCAA tournament, and you saw it in, the 80s and 90s with the University of Evansville, and obviously many other times. But you see it every year that there's these teams that people think come out of nowhere, but we all know that those teams are successful because of the community, because of the commitment of the administration, of the campus, and we know it's not something that just happens. But all of a sudden you come out of nowhere and you're obviously you're making a run in the NCAA tournament.
What was the big draw to leave your position as an athletic director in Bakersfield to take over here in Evansville?
Yeah, for me, obviously I talked a lot about the fit. What I looked at was I wake up every morning thinking about our college athletics, student athletes, and everything. I go to sleep thinking about it. So I want to be somewhere that I think I can have a huge impact and do some transformation. That was a big part of it. Having come from the Mid-South, and obviously we're in the Midwest, it's something that was very intriguing because I know the area. And also what it really excites me, and hopefully this resonates for people. So my first athletics director job at Cal State Bakersfield, I think we had great success. I had 7 years of experience there, but I also learned a lot. And to be able to take what I learned over those 7 years, the good that we did, maybe some mistakes that happened, and to be able to start at a program like the University of Evansville, that's exciting because I can take those experiences and I believe expedite success. And that's what I want to do. That's what I'm driven to do.
I don't know if you've heard this question yet. I know you're going to. You're going to be flooded with this question.
Yeah.
Men's basketball is the flagship of the program.
Yep.
I don't want to say it's broken, but it's not in a good spot right now. How do you fix it?
Yeah, so what I'll tell you is I've been around extremely high-level basketball, and I'll share a couple of examples. And I know how important that success is to fueling the city, to fueling the university, fueling the athletics department. I was at University of Memphis 5.5 years with John Calipari, and I saw what happened when, I'm in the plane heading to the Final Four with Derrick Rose, playing in the national championship game, see what the community of Memphis did around that. At Bakersfield, a little bit different level. My third year, we're all of a sudden, we've worked our way up to playing Oklahoma in the first round of the NCAA tournament. The community, it was all over the buses, the billboards. We had huge banners. It helped fuel all the success for the other programs. So what I'll say to that is, obviously this is my day one, but I know, and I've done my research, and I've read a lot. I know how important men's basketball success in the men's basketball program is for our community, and there is no doubt that where we're going, we're going to end up having a lot of success. Again, day one, I get to use the excuse of, hey, I just got here. But what I will tell you is I am very aware of the importance of us excelling at men's basketball. And I'm very aware that I will be heavily judged on that.
Will Todd Licklider be the head coach next year? Can you answer that today?
Yeah, what I will say is, I just started today. And I don't think it's fair for anybody for me to make decisions on day one. That's not the type of person I am. We obviously, I'm going to meet with all the head coaches. I'm going to evaluate everything. Ultimately, I know how important success is, and success sooner than later. But for me, it's day one, and I still have some work to do. There's a reason I canceled my flight today, and I'm not going back until Sunday because I'm ready to get in the trenches and get a feel for everything that's going on.
Last question, not going to put you in the hot seat like I did for those last two. Just walk us through the whirlwind. Correct me if I'm wrong, your initial interview was last night. I mean, it sounds like this really came together really fast.
Yeah, it was amazing. I got here Tuesday night. in Indianapolis, ultimately arriving Wednesday in Evansville, and then that's when my interviews were yesterday. And by last night, it was clear that I was going to be the guy, and I had made it clear that this is where I want to be, and it did. It happened so quick. I did not go to sleep last night because it's like all of a sudden I go from interviewing to having a job, and then we have a press conference today, and obviously getting off to a good start will help us expedite success. I don't want to wait a long time for success. So it was critical for me, and the reason I didn't go to sleep is I want to get off to a good start. I want to have the message. I want to be genuine and authentic about it. I want to be transparent. And I want people to realize that we're serious about moving our athletics department forward. And as I can see, and as everyone has said, we got a community behind us that is ready to help us with that.